Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people on whose traditional lands these videos are made. Welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolutely fabulous to have you here today. Was great to see, very interesting to see. I watched Marianne last night. I record my videos in the morning, but I was watching Marianne from Revealing Like Tarot last night, and when she read on the Georgia grand juries or trials or whatever you like to put it, she also very strongly came up with the number 3. So interesting to see how that's going to play. Had a little bit of a think about it overnight because apparently there are 2 grand juries that have been put in place, and the vibes I got from that was that there's one grand jury that is for the big wigs, and there's one grand jury for all the other plebs, if that makes sense. So there's one that's going to hear the information in regards to the ringleaders, and one that's going to hear the information in regards to the boots on the ground people. So let's see how that plays. Okay, entertainment only. What I'm going to have a quick look at, let's have a look at Tuberville. I've had a few people ask me to have a look at him. He and Rand have been blocking military promotions for goodness knows how long. But it's gotten to the stage now, they've been blocking the promotions. Oh, seriously, how can one person have so much power? He's been blocking the military promotions in basically a one-man protest at the military having the ability to, or the military agreeing to pay for military members to be able to travel to another state if they need some medical attention in regards to being pregnant, and also for trans medical treatment and things like that. So he's just having this one-man campaign. What's happened now, though, is apparently the Marine commander, the Marine top dog, I'm not quite sure what he's called, but head honcho of the Marines, has retired, and Tuberville is blocking the promotions that will allow that position to be filled. Now, the position is going to be filled by an acting Marine commander. Now, just think back 5 years ago, everything was an acting because nobody was certified by the Democratic Senate and House back then. But so it won't be a vacuum. There will be an acting, but it's quite interesting is that Biden then has the authority to put in place this acting commander of the Marines. So he's basically been given the bypassing of the Senate committee or House committee or whatever, the House committee. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look to see how this is going to play out in a couple of ways. I know it's a lot more detailed than that. Both with his column has done a couple of really interesting videos on that. If you head over to Bo's channel, about the fact that by blocking promotions is really affecting the readiness of the US military, because if this person can't get promoted to that position, then that person can't step into that position, and it just snowballs on and on and on. Okay, let's have a look about, and what I'm feeling very much is that the stance that Tuberville is taking, I'm just going to call them Tubbs, that Tuberville is taking is backfiring on him. Right, using my Trip and Wait Tarot, let's have a look. Straight out, yeah, he's going to find himself entrapped by this messaging, and everybody's walking away. So I know, and for some readers, they call this their celebration card. It's never the celebration card. For me, if you look at it, the 2 figures are in the middle are going, rah, 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 aren't I wonderful, banging their own drums. Wands meaning the messaging. The figures in the background are literally just walking away. Oh, interestingly enough, we have a court case, a legal prosecution, bringing about a court case in regards to this that is going to, karma's going to come and bite him on the bum, but it's really the wheel of fortune is going to turn. There is going to be change. So, and it's come from this masculine energy, my way or the highway, this look at me, going to end up in infighting and the truth, the harsh truth, literally bringing about his downfall. Okay, so let's have a look. I did say it's going to backfire on him. Let's have a look. Is this blockage in the US military promotion going to be resolved? Is this blockage? How is this blockage in the military promotion chain going to be resolved? I got a really swear word you as loud as, and I'm not sure which side is saying that. Let's have a look. It's okay. Is this blockage in the military promotions going to get resolved? I'll explain what I heard clear as day and saw in a minute. Is this blockage going to be resolved? If you can hear something, that's my dog drinking, having a drink. Right. What I heard clear as day was yes, if you are fighting back and forth, and I could see it, this fighting back and forth going on behind the scenes. It was Tuberville standing his ground and just swearing at those that telling him to they're telling him to pull his head in, basically, and he's just giving them the bird. Okay, is the blockage going to be resolved? Well, first of all, Tuberville's going to find himself quite severely wounded in regards to this, with his back up against the wall, and he's taking a stance. He's taken a stance that I feel that he feels he can't back down from. But also, this is, to me, also the back is against the wall in regards to the blockage. There is going to be new information come forward very quickly that is going to be, is the blockage going to be resolved? Yes, I think it is, because I'm feeling that this is a workaround, and this is Biden getting frustrated. Isn't it funny that the GOP are just now harping on the fact that Biden occasionally drops the odd swear word. Oh, goodness me. They're apparently making a big issue of it. Anyhow, so there's a workaround coming, is what I'm getting. Foundation of the reading, we've got this moral corruption out in the cold, banished for financial reasons. Now, is this blockage going to get resolved? So the foundation of it was, who's funding Tuberville or Tuberville, or however you like to pronounce it? Old Tubs. Who's financing him? Is he going to lose donations in regards to this? Let's have a look. Secrets coming to the surface. The seedy, okay, thank you. In the past, the seedy underbelly being exposed, the corrupt underbelly of what's been going on is being exposed. Oh, apparently he's now entertainment only, but apparently he's sort of racist and bigoted and claims that he's doing it all for his religious purposes, but his idea of religion is not what the Bible actually says, from my understanding. About tolerance and loving your fellow man and helping those less fortunate, etc. Okay, that's off my soapbox, off my quokka moment. Where's this going? Restriction. So this is the restriction of the military. So they're basically being held hostage, but what's going to be the outcome? a new start, a new way of doing things. Externally, a tower moment, which is about breaking down the way things are currently done to rebuild in a new manner. Internally, legacy is what I'm getting there. Yeah, this is going to backfire to the point where there's going to be a new way. This is going to be a legacy moment. Legacy for Tubbs, but also legacy for the Biden administration going forward. But there's just what I'm getting here is this is going to backfire spectacularly on Tubbs, and they're going to do a workaround. Yeah, balance and moderation. Okay, thank you. I'm being told that there may be, so there's going to be a workaround by Biden because he doesn't need to go through the House and the Senate to confirm people in acting positions where they have as much power. So whoever would normally be stepping into that role will step into that role and will have just as much power as if they were not acting, if that makes sense. And I see some significant, I mean, we've got three major arcana here plus the legacy card. I'm seeing that there is going to be first of all, it's tipping the rainbow back and forth to bring about balance. But I'm also thinking there's going to be some legislation may come through. Let's have a look, see where this goes. Or just a different way of doing it that gets support from, believe it or not, moderate Republicans. Page of Pentacles, a new opportunity being brought forward. Tuberville's going to have to defend himself. He's going to become irrelevant. Juggling about which ship to bring in as the harsh truth is presented. So this is juggling which way to actually bring about this new, for me, pentacles, they can mean money, but they mean opportunities or potentials. So this is a new potential being brought forward that Tuberville's going to have to try and defend his position, but he's going to be, I'm getting bypassed basically as they work out how to bring about this new way of doing things. Harsh truth coming forward. It is a crossroads moment. Loss and disappointment to those that took this stance, and then investigation. Investigation into the devil energy that held the military to ransom, basically. Secrets behind the scenes that he doesn't want revealed in regards to, well, I'm going to say Trumpster rather than Trump energy, and he's going to be forced to walk away. Okay, here we have my dark money card, my poor choices card, literally fool's gold melting in his hands, anxiety about his circle of support, the all-seeing eye, stabbing through with the truth. We have his plan that came to fruition. He's being left to reap what he sows, and an ending as something completely unexpected comes forward. I could keep going with those cards. They pretty much say the same sort of thing, as in, he's going to be disappointed with what's gone on in the past. It's going to move forward very quickly where there's going to be a collective awakening to what he's doing and an inevitable ending of his mercenary actions. An offer is going to be made etc., etc., etc. So I just want to see what's going to happen to Tuberville, but I'm really getting that the Biden administration at the moment is working on a workaround that will result in um, the likes of Tuberville not having this power in the future. Now, the idea of having the promotions via the House and then confirmed in the Senate was so that the president didn't have all the power. But basically, what he's done is by taking the stance, he's given the presidents all the power. A harsh truth coming forward about deceit and betrayal. This is interesting. Okay, Tuberville. What's the future for Tuberville? I just think this is really going to backfire, and there is going to be brought forward. Okay, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing actually a independent military panel that is not connected to, that is not actually connected to, that is not elected. Does that make sense? Is what's going to come forward. Yeah, going to be brought to the surface, these who he made a deal with, etc. So I see an independent military panel made up of military leaders or retired military leaders who are not elected but rather appointed. Appointed by whom? Now, I'm getting appointed by the leaders of each arm of the military. So it's removing it completely from elected officials is what I'm seeing. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, seeing it from a different point of view. Okay, I'm up to 17 minutes already. Oh, let's have a quick. Yeah. No, I'm not going to have a look at Tuberville himself. I see he's just really hung himself out to dry on this one. Let me know if you want me to have a look to see on his political future. But I just really do see he's hung himself out to dry. There is the administration is working on a workaround, a new way. They're going to break down the old system, and it's going to be a legacy new system that they're bringing forward. They've let Tuberville go so far to literally give himself enough rope so that he is fully exposed, is what I'm getting there. And then they're going to bring forward this new way of doing things. Okay, thank you for joining me. Love to you all. See how it plays. Take care. Bye-bye.